It's release day. Time to lock and load. But first, need to check out the HQ, see what we're up to. Paul's dressed quite casually today because this is possibly the hottest day on record in the country. It is really like
roads are melting.
Roads are melting. And in this country, we don't have any air conditioning whatsoever. So when was the last time you looked?
Just before I went away, so about 4 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago.
Exciting. Ooh. So I'm going to flip this around. Can we come in?
Yes.
Okay.
How you doing?
Oh, look at this. It really is, isn't it? Wow. I think this music is classified as fair use, isn't it? Mystery cave. And that's our pop-up shop over there, isn't it? Really cool, isn't it? Let's get some feel for it. So this is our pop-up space for guest devs and anything from designers. So these are big meeting rooms, aren't they? That's what these are.
Yeah.
And that's the canteen, isn't it? I'm not sure. It's a loop. I don't know. Yeah, don't know what the crew. How are we doing?
How are we doing? All right?
Oh, it's really taking shape. Jeep, it's not hanging about.
You know that?
That's our office, I think. Yeah. Or is it top floor? No, it's this floor. Yeah. When it was drawn on the floor, I thought it was quite small, but actually this is.
Yeah.
Can't tell you how frustrating it is when I come in on the train and drive past. Just let me off here. How are we doing? This is great. So these are the little kind of.
There's a room?
No, they're the studios for the devs.
Okay. Yeah.
And. Oh no, devs upstairs. Oh, I think it's little listening rooms for stuff like customer experience and stuff. Right, let's go up. Oh wow. So that's Homai's studio. I think Stanley's in one of these. Amazing. Why are we building a new HQ?
Good question. Well, we're outgrowing the one that we're in at the moment.
Yeah.
I think it's because we're building a music company.
Yeah.
And it's growing, and we want to be able to do more stuff. So the team needs to grow. And I think it's an opportunity for us to sort of say what we are, and to kind of have something that we've designed from the ground up, rather than fitting in. It's a bit like on a bigger scale of what I'm doing at home at the moment. It's the first time I'm actually building a studio and designing it from the ground up, rather than, because we're constantly been fitting into spaces, haven't we? All the way along, you know, or we can make it work. And this is the first opportunity to not just make it work, but to actually define it from the ground up.
And we're in the process of defining what Spitfire is going to be, really, as well ourselves. You know?
Yes. That's part of it. That actually is part of the same process. It's kind of worked in parallel. We've kind of got, you know, with Will and the team at the HQ and with Tilt, coming up with all of these great ideas about spaces and what you could use them for. It's kind of helped. Also to help us kind of work out what the company's going to do, and things like the, you know, on the ground floor having the pop-up, and all that kind of thing.
Oh, so quiet before the storm. It's a very funny echo. So quiet before the storm. I'm actually really nervous because I've got to do a live streamy thing. Sometimes what we do with Spitfire is kind of just, it's marketing, it's a means of getting eyes on something and letting people know that something's been released. But sometimes the job of marketing is actually really explain something. I think if I were to go back to the first time we had to do that was with Tundra, where I'm kind of walking around trying to be poetic. But basically the issue that we had with Tundra was the concept was a quiet orchestral library, and that in itself sounds like a really shit idea. So it had to be explained in the context of what you would use it for and what I, as a composer, would use it for. And this is no exception. Today we're doing this thing called British Drama Toolkit. And it's basically, it's one of those things where there are some things I do and it's like, that's a kind of a workhorse thing that people will understand. There's some things we do where it's just like, I want to reach through the camera and get the attention of fellow media composers and go, we've made a thing and it's going to make your life much, much better and easier and happier and more fun, and you'll never, certainly until you get bored of this library, you're never going to have any problems with kind of white blank screen syndrome and all that kind of stuff. So basically we've decided to do a live stream where we have to kind of look through the camera and really explain it to our brothers and sisters out there that we've made a thing with my really good pal Sam Sim, and it is really exciting. So just gathering myself for that, because I'm a little more kind of used to being in front of the camera. I've got to kind of guide it so that we get the right information through and don't kind of misstep in any way. So I'm gathering myself for that, and then hopefully there'll be some champers and stuff. It's always great to be here for release day. How's it all going for release day?
This is on camera, right? In which case, going really great. Genuinely, it's going really great.
Does release day and releasing a new product present any extra burdens on your customer experience department?
Oh no, yes, lots. Yeah.
What's the usual stuff?
Well, people want to know what the product's all about, people want to know how to get it, people want to know how to install it, people want to know what's next, when are we upgrading it.
Why isn't it the choir library?
Yeah, why isn't it the choir, yes. British VI control telling us that obviously, what are all the acronyms that people have come up with for what BDT might be? Trying to shoehorn the word choir in there somehow.
So do you find you kind of you guys fulfill a bit of a sales thing as well?
Absolutely, yeah. Pre-sales is very much part of it. You know, people want to know what library they should use for the particular type of music they want to compose. Okay. So they'll come to us and say, you know, I'm doing some drum and bass. Which string library should I use? All sorts of things like that. Yeah.
How is release day going for the marketing department?
Very smoothly.
Not squeaky?
Squeaky bum time?
Yeah, of course.
Smooth squeaky bum time.
Are socials busy, Lauren?
Socials are busy.
Yeah.
But I'm keeping them waiting, so all will be revealed soon.
I think you always know we're in business mode when Grace goes mobile.
Like Jack's on desk. It squeezes me out.
Right.
Operation Protocol 101.
What's happening in here?
We're about to launch a very
BDT.
exciting new product.
So this is like that horrible room where the president sits when they like murder.
We make decisions. Kill them.
What is that room called?
The kill them room.
Yeah, the murder room.
No, it's that one, you know, where they all sat when they killed Osama bin Laden.
Oh God. Don't know. That's not this room.
It's like, so historically, the whole biscuit thing, that was one of my ideas, and the fact that all of our fridges in Spitfire are always filled with my favourite beer and a couple of horrific craft beers, that's definitely a thing that I kind of stipulated when we set up this office. But this thing, the cake tradition, I don't know where that came from, so I'm going to have to ask, I don't know, who is John T. Schneller? This is probably an in-joke that I'm not aware of. I'm going to have to ask the team where the whole tradition of the cake thing came from.
Ready for the live stream.
What he said.
The baying hordes.
We know now.
If we
Yeah, if we
Hello,
can find
how
it.
are you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Very good indeed, thank you.
Real of death. Spinny wheel of doom.
So any second now, they are going to begin the live stream, and so as part of the live stream, there's going to be a playthrough. So you'll be able to see that in a second. I think it will happen at any moment. At which point, I'll turn up the volume, and then we can proceed to watch that, which will then turn in some other stuff, and we can all learn about what this product is.
Reading kitchen because I have to
Look at that.
I think I should grow a little moustache like that.
Yeah.
Give me the cash. He's gonna have it. Stanley? Yeah.
Oh, you're
How's socials?
Very good. Everyone's
People are liking the sound?
Yeah, they really love the sound, which is really nice to see.
Great.
So, pleasure to post.
So after the adrenaline rush, I'm now kind of crashing. I'm going to fall asleep instantly the minute I get on this plane. Whoa! It's too hot. It's not right. We're happy, it's gone well. There's flissing. It's not flissing, is it? We're happy, it's gone well. Flossing training. See you later. See you in the New Forest next week.
Bigger brokerage.